let's head down under today. Just check out the top 10 places to visit in Australia.
Oi.
Australia has been a place I've wanted to go my entire life, but it's so dang far away I have not gone yet.
Oi.
I like it. Oi, oi, oi. Aussie, oi, oi, oi.
So for the rest of this video, I'm only going to be saying oi to everything we see, like all these cool nature spots or cool cities. I'm just going to go oi, and that's it.
Sounds good. That's the Aussie way to do it, right?
Obviously, we got to act the part.
Let's jump into it right now. We're just going to figure out 10 places we gotta go.
Australia top 10.
Oh, yeah.
Australia is a massive
Oh,
country home to some of the world's most
the
beautiful
baby.
and diverse landscapes. From the pristine
Kangaroos.
beaches of Esperance to the tropical island of Lord Howe, Australia
Wow,
is
look at
waiting to be
that.
experienced. Let's start
What
this video
the
off on Tasmania. Located off
Tasmania.
of Australia's southeast coast, Tasmania is an island home to some of the country's best nature and wildlife.
What a
I spent
bizarre
a few days
landscape.
road
There's like
tripping
lots of
Tasmania, and I was blown away
trees,
by the
but
beauty
also
of it.
blue beaches. It's like tropical beaches, but with like not tropical trees because it's so far south.
Well, the entire middle of the country is desert, too.
Yeah, yeah.
The outback. It's such a crazy place. And then if you go up into the north, there's like, that's where all like the crocodiles are and rainforests and stuff like that. Australia, I mean, it's easy to forget that Australia is a continent.
Yeah, it's got everything. I mean, it's a huge area.
Yeah, it's crazy. It sucked flying all the way down there and then only being there for 2 weeks when there's so much to see.
Yeah,
This place. One of the main reasons I wanted to come here was to visit Cradle Mountain. It's located in the central highlands of Tasmania,
Oh.
and the area is part of Cradle Mountain Lake St. Clair National Park, and
That's
it's home
cool.
to some of the most beautiful scenery in Tasmania. What really drew me to the area is
Oh.
the wombats. They're the cutest animals
Big
I've ever seen,
wombat.
and there was this place called Ronnie Creek where you could go on these raised walkways, and we saw at least 20 wombats. I mean, it was so
20?
peaceful to hear them
That's so
munch on the
cool.
grass. I mean, talk about nature ASMR. Now,
Nice.
another incredible place in Tasmania is Cape Way. Located on the Tasman Peninsula, Cape Way is home to some of the tallest
I mean,
buildings
my
in Cape
gosh.
Way.
This Tasmania, you could go for 2 weeks, it seems like, alone.
Look at all those national parks. Australia, I think, has like the most in the world, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Like 200 plus, something like that. Man, national parks are our forte. If you guys want to see travel vlogs of us going to Australia, go into national parks, let us know. We'll do it.
We
On
will
the
for
Tasman
sure.
Peninsula, Cape Way is home to some of the tallest sea cliffs in the southern hemisphere. You can reach it by a 10-kilometer hike, but we decided to take a boat tour out to Cape Way. It took us about an hour to get there, and the views along the way were amazing. Once we reached Cape Way, I was just amazed by the size of the rocks and sea cliffs, and it was such a spectacular area. After, we're going to head to the mainland to visit Western Australia. Before I came to Australia, I thought it would be feasible to road trip across the country in a day or two until I realized it
Too
was a
big.
40-hour drive from
Holy
Sydney.
40
A 4-hour
hours?
flight is
Holy,
definitely a faster
that's
option, but if you want to do a week or
like the
two road trip,
US.
it would be an incredible drive. Now, the capital of Western Australia is Perth, which is the 4th most populous city in the country. What I particularly liked about Western Australia
Wow.
is its coastline. The beaches are home to white sands,
Wow.
Oh,
crystal clear
very
waters,
white.
and kangaroos just chilling on the beaches.
What?
The area around
Wow.
Esperance is particularly beautiful. It's home to some of the whitest sand in Australia and the world. I mean, I can't believe the beauty of this place. Now, special thanks to my
That's
friend
crazy.
Earthbird Tom for sharing his footage of Esperance. He makes great videos of Australia, and I'll link his channel in the description so you can check them out. One of my favorite beaches in
That's
Esperance is
so
Twilight
insane.
Beach. It's located 10 minutes outside the town of Esperance.
Is there gonna
and
be
it
some
has this
bloody
massive rock
man
just
wars
off
in
the
there?
coast that is
Yeah, box jellyfish or something crazy.
Yeah.
Australia's got so many dangerous animals. I know Australians hate when Americans talk about how dangerous it is when we have like bears and mountain lions and stuff, but I'm scared of blue-ringed octopus and box jellyfish and stuff that's just gonna sting you and then you're just gonna be dead.
In pain for 10 minutes, and then if you
Yeah.
don't get the treatment, you're dead.
Yeah. And then you're way out here on this dang beach in the middle of nowhere. Oh man. I'm surprised. I did not know Australia had like picturesque blue beaches like this. Like this is some like Greece looking place.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
popular for some cliff jumping. Another beautiful place in the area is Cape Le Grand. It's a pristine coastline home to these untouched
The
beaches.
rocks are
Maybe you'll
red,
see some kangaroos
but the
roaming
sand
around.
is just
After,
paper
we're
white.
going to head into Australia's center
Oh,
to visit
yeah.
the outback. And when you look at Australia from space, you'll notice that basically all the cities are on the coast, but the interior of the country is an orange, desolate landscape with hardly anyone living there, and that's the outback. The most iconic landmark in the outback is Uluru, or Ayers Rock. It's a massive monolith made up of sandstone.
So crazy.
You can reach the area by flying into the nearby town of Uluru, or also by making the 4-hour drive from Alice Springs. Now, Uluru is a sacred site for the indigenous Australians, and it's believed to be a resting place for ancient spirits. There's definitely an energy there, and it's just bizarre how it sits alone
Wow.
in the desolate outback. Afterwards,
It kind of reminds me of Devil's Tower. I was just like
Yeah.
emerges out of nowhere in the middle of like this empty area. I might be ancient aliens.
Time to watch the show.
outback. Afterwards, we're going to head over to Brisbane.
Brisbane.
Located on the east coast, Brisbane was founded in 1824, and today it's the third most populous city in Australia and the capital of Queensland. It's a beautiful city built on the Brisbane River and has an average of 260 days of sunshine per year. Just an hour from Brisbane is the Gold Coast, which is this incredible city with a huge beach contrasted with skyscrapers. If you
Wow.
want a more natural setting, you can embark to the Glasshouse Mountains. Located about an
Ooh,
hour's
very
drive from
pointy boys.
Brisbane, the Glasshouse Mountains are a group
Whoa.
of 13 volcanic peaks. They are some of the most peculiar mountains I've ever
Volcanic,
seen.
interesting.
The tallest is Mount Birwa with an elevation of 556 meters. If you want to see them from the air, you can take a scenic plane tour to witness.
How much
these unique
money does Ryan
Oh.
Shirley have? How is he doing all this stuff?
No way that's affordable, taking a scenic plane tour.
No way. We would see the price of that and we'd be like, all right, no thanks.
Oh, never.
$300 per person, at least. Who knows?
mountains. After, we're going to visit Whitehaven
Holy
Beach.
nuts.
Regularly voted as one of the best beaches in the world, Whitehaven Beach is located on the Whitsunday Island, and you can reach it by taking a boat or seaplane. The boat tour is the most affordable option, and you can reach Whitehaven by departing from places such as Airlie Beach or Shute Harbor on the mainland. Once you arrive at Whitehaven, you'll be amazed by the surrounding scenery. The sand is made up of silica,
Wow.
giving it its white color, and when combined with the blue ocean water, it creates this swirly turquoise mix
Wow,
that
that's so
winds
cool.
back into the island's inlet, and it's just incredible to look at. You can get an elevated view of the area from the Hill Inlet Lookout. I mean, this place is on another level. Another incredible destination on the nearby
Kangaroo
beach
Beach.
is
Kangaroos is
Cape
going
Hillsborough
okay.
National Park. Now, when I imagine Australia,
That's my
kangaroos
dream.
on the beach always come to mind. And Cape Hillsborough is one of the best places in the country to see them roaming on the coast. If you want the best chances of seeing them, you can wake up around 5 a.m. to witness the kangaroos and wallabies on the beach for sunrise. I mean, it's such an incredible setting with the rising sun and the kangaroos feeding on the mangrove sea pods and seaweed. After, we're going to head back to the ocean to visit probably one of the most famous places in Australia, the Great Barrier Reef. It's
Oh.
located in the northeastern coast of Australia, and it's the
Jesus,
biggest
so
reef
big.
system in the world, stretching over 2,300 kilometers. It can be seen from space and is the world's largest structure made by living organisms. It's easy to see why it's one of the
Wow.
7 natural wonders of the world. It's home to over 10% of all the ocean's fish species, and there's also plenty of whales and sharks. I mean, it would be
Oh,
a dream
great,
to scuba dive
great.
here one day.
We are from a land place, like the middle of the United States. Like there's no oceans anywhere near us. This
Yeah.
dark blue water creeps me out so much.
The worst you're getting is some lake. What's even bad in a lake in Minnesota? Dang.
Pike or something large.
Yeah.
Maybe like this
Yeah.
big. It would be like maybe like a 4-foot long fish that eats other fish, not people.
Yeah, nothing too scary in the Minnesota lakes.
You know, Lake Superior's pretty big. You don't know what type of creatures are out there.
True, the Loch Ness Monster.
Maybe.
A potential city to access the Great Barrier Reef from is Cairns. It's located near some of the most prime coral reefs and islands of the Great Barrier Reef, and you can
Man.
reach it by taking a 40-minute boat ride from Cairns. Afterwards, we're going to head up north to visit the Daintree Rainforest. Located about a 3-hour drive from Cairns, the Daintree Rainforest is a combination of massive mountains, pristine beaches, and possibly the oldest rainforest in the world, which began over 110
Really?
You would not
million
think that's
years ago.
Australia
The
right
rainforest
there.
is home to animals
No.
such as the southern cassowary, and I particularly like the area around Cape Tribulation. I mean, just so scenic.
I mean,
The southern
this
cassowary,
right here
and I particularly
literally looks like the place we went in Costa Rica.
Yeah,
Um,
that one, the park right on the
Manuel
end.
Antonio National
Yeah,
Park.
yeah.
That's so crazy. And this is Australia. You'd never
If you
think.
like the area around Cape Tribulation, I mean, just so scenic with mountains covered in lush vegetation, it's definitely one of my favorite places in Australia when it comes to natural beauty. After, we're going to head back to Australia's cities to visit Sydney. Located on the southeast coast, Sydney was founded back in 1788 as a British penal colony, and today it's the most populous city in Australia of around 5 million people. It's home to the world famous Opera House, which was opened in 1973. I really like the beaches around Sydney. One of the most famous ones is Bondi Beach. It's located just 20 minutes outside of Sydney, and it's a massive beach and has some really cool pools alongside the ocean. Just down the coast is also Bronte Beach. It's smaller than Bondi Beach, but has its own charm,
they have
and there's this really cool
pools.
public pool called Bronte Baths that you can get in if you don't want to swim in the ocean. A beautiful place outside of Sydney is the Blue Mountains. They are located about an hour and a half's drive from Sydney, and it's this incredible mountain range that has a famous
Wow, that's
distinct color
beautiful.
due to a combination of eucalyptus oil droplets from the forest combining with water vapor and dust, creating a blue hue.
Oh,
A great lookout point in
got
the mountains is from the
botanic-
Three Sisters.
bot-
It's only a
botanical
short walk
range
to the
earlier.
lookout. And you
He knows all of his plants and geological formations. I mean, this looks like South America, not
Yeah.
Australia.
That looks like some Venezuela stuff.
It does. So
get an amazing
cool.
view of the rock pinnacles and the mountains in the background. After, we're going to head to Melbourne, located in the state of Victoria.
Did
about
he just
9
say
hours
Melbourne?
That's not the correct pronunciation, I don't believe, sir.
I believe it's Melbourne, sir.
Bloody Melbourne.
At least that's what I heard in a video that it's Melbourne, but maybe it's the video was wrong. Who knows? You never know with online these days what's wrong and what's right.
drive from Sydney. Melbourne is the second most populous city in Australia and was ranked the world's most livable city 7 years in a row. There's a lot to do around Melbourne, such as taking a drive through the scenic Black Spur Forest. One of the most famous places in the area is the 12 Apostles. Located about a 3 hours drive from Melbourne, the 12 Apostles is a set of limestone sea stacks. There was originally 8 of them, but one collapsed in 2005 due to the constant erosion of waves and wind. While you're there, you can marvel at the stacks from the boardwalk and many viewpoints.
So
For
cool.
our final destination, we're going to visit Lord Howe Island. Located in the Tasman Sea.
I don't think I've
for our
ever
final
seen this
destination-
before. Ever.
Yeah,
Like-
look at where it is on the map. That's crazy.
A pretty insane landscape to never
we're
have
going to
seen.
visit Lord Howe Island. Located in the Tasman Sea between Australia and New Zealand, you can reach Lord Howe Island by taking a 2-hour flight from Sydney. The island is just insanely beautiful. It's
Wow.
called the Hawaii of Australia, and after visiting
Makes
it, I
sense, yeah.
understand why. There can only be 400 tourists on the island at a time, and
What?
another interesting
Oh.
fact about Lord Howe is that it's the largest island ever to eradicate all its rats, which in turn has allowed the birds and wildlife to flourish here. One of the main
Weird.
reasons I wanted to go to Lord Howe Island was to visit Ball's Pyramid. It's the tallest sea stack in the world with a height of 572 meters. It's one of the wildest rock
that
formations
big?
I've ever seen, as
You
it
can't really
sits
see
alone
the
in the
scale of it,
desolate
but that's
ocean.
as tall
Now
as
to get to
Kirkapel
Ball's Pyramid,
was.
it was about
That's insane. So imagine Kirkapel just straight out of the ocean, which Kirkapel kind of almost
Yeah.
is straight out of the ocean. But this one's like really straight out of the ocean.
ever seen, as it sits alone in the desolate ocean. Now to get to Ball's Pyramid, it was about an hour boat ride from Lord Howe Island. We went with this tour company called Reef and Beyond Eco Tours, and it was an adventure getting there. We boated around the entire sea stack, and I was just baffled by the scale of this place. I felt like Jack
Man.
Sparrow discovering a treacherous island. We were going to snorkel in the water, but the sea was too rough, so it wasn't possible. After exploring Ball's Pyramid, we headed back to Lord Howe Island and got some incredible views on the way. While we were on Lord Howe, we had bikes to
Man.
get around, and we did some
That's
great
so
hikes. One of my favorites was Malabar Kims. There were some incredible views of the sea cliffs, and then we walked on the ridgeline to Kim's Lookout, and we were able to get amazing view of the full island. I mean, this place is paradise. Another one of my favorite things that we did on the island was snorkeling. Lord Howe is home to the southernmost coral reef in the world, so there's tons of great snorkeling spots. We went to Ned's Beach and had a great time swimming in the
Ned
warm,
Star.
clear waters. We saw plenty of fish and a few sea turtles.
Star.
Now for sunset, I love going down to Lagoon Beach to watch the sun light up the mountains of Lord Howe. Places don't get more perfect than this island. Well, that is it for my Australia top
Wow.
10. I'm barely scratching the
We're in a
surface.
new bucket list location right there, Lord Howe Island.
I mean, how the heck are we going to get there if they only let that many people there at a time? I think
who
Ryan
knows?
Shirley's got the funds.
Yeah, he's been cashing the stuff out.
We need to start doing top 10 place videos. We've never done that. We've just been going to
Yeah,
too many dang cities that we don't have top 10 places in the last 2 years.
no, our top 10 places were pretty lame, to be honest.
Yeah, we don't have enough drone footage. It's time to start flying the drone.
Yeah, and it would just be like around like a few buildings because we only went to cities.
Dang nabbit. We want to change that. We want to go to amazing nature places, but we need people to watch our videos of nature places and not just cities. So if you want to watch it, let us know and we'll go to Australia and go to all these beautiful places.
We're usually actually in the Philippines, so it's not so far away. We can like
Yeah.
get a nice, decent, affordable flight, and then sadly Australia's hotels seem quite expensive, and a rental car might be a bit expensive, but we'll do it if you'll
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah, that's true. I think the flight from the Philippines is still like 8 hours, which is
Gosh,
so
that's so
long.
insane.
On Cebu Pacific too, which would be horrible.
Oh, no, that Dubai one, I can't get over that.
But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let us know some more Australia videos we should check out down below, and we'll see you in the next one.
Boy.
Bye.